All right, so here we go, going through Dryland day one, starting with some Goblet Squats. Okay, big thing here with the Goblet Squats. We are keeping our weight, whether you have the dumbbells or the milk jugs you can see there. We're trying to keep it really close in right on our chest. And then as we're sinking down, and we're good bend at the knees, keeping our heels and toes on the ground. Okay, we're holding down at the bottom for 5 seconds before we're pressing back up. Okay, trying to think about keeping our chest up as we go down. All right, getting all the way down, again holding for 5 seconds. Your quads should be parallel with the ground on those. All right, big thing here as we head into our bent over rows is that I want you bent over with a flat back. Do not round your back like you're seeing here. No, 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 no. Okay, we don't want to get hurt. Okay, so we're keeping a nice flat back. We're pulling up, driving our elbows up and back behind us, and we're holding up there for 5 seconds. As you let go, notice that A, my back is not rounding, and B, my shoulders are not just slouching forward. Okay, so we're pulling back, holding up for 5 seconds. Okay, and then we can let them sink back down. Again, really trying to squeeze your back here as you're holding up the weight. All right, got a few of those. Next, we have our forward or walking lunges. Again, if you have room to do walking lunges, you can do them. Obviously, I have just a camera in one spot, so I'm going to do my forward lunges. Doesn't matter. It's up to you. We are using the weight on these. We've done these before. Just remember, take a big enough step that you can get your leg is going to 90, and we're not crashing that knee down to the ground. All right. Into our Ecc RDLs with reverse fly. Okay, ECC means eccentric, which means that you can see it as I go down here. We're going a little bit slower, taking 5 seconds to lower down. Okay, RDL is Romanian deadlift. So again, we're doing a hip hinge here. We're pushing my butt back behind me, keeping my legs mostly straight as I come down. Again, keeping a nice flat back. That's the RDL part. And then we're combining that with the reverse fly, which you'll see here. Once I get to the bottom, I'm again keeping arms a little bit straighter, squeezing them at the bottom, bringing them all the way up to the top. Okay, planks and wall sits. I did not record the plank. I think we all know what those look like. We've done those before. Plow through those. Wall sits, we're just going to go through real quickly. Okay, so you can see me here. Got my legs at 90 degrees. That's where we want to be. I'm going to go through some things I don't want to see. Butt too high. Okay, this is more like you're leaning against the wall. Don't want that. Feet too far in or too far out. Also, we want to get rid of that. Okay, legs should be straight up. Find that 90 degrees. No leaning down onto your legs. Don't use your arms to hold yourself up, right? Arms right against the wall. Right there at 90. Hold it for the duration. Then we go into our stretching. We've got some ankle mobility stuff today. Want to get that ready for when we get in the pool and start kicking. That's going to be huge. We're going to do heel sits here, right? So again, we're just on our knees. We're sitting back on our heels. Really get a good stretch here. Make sure it's not hurting. So you'll see here in a second, I'm going to put my arms down or my hands down on the ground. That'll help to relieve some of that intensity on the heels. So I'm kind of holding myself, letting myself control the pressure I put on the heels. If it is a little bit too easy, you can lean back like I'm doing here. That'll get you a little bit better of a stretch. Okay, and then we're going to move into some more ankle rolls here. Just like we did in our dynamic warm-up, we're going to be a little bit more controlled here, and we're going to do a little bit more with it. So I really suggest using your hand to control how you're stretching. You can see as I'm rotating it, there are spots that are just a little bit tighter, and that's where I'm going to use my my hand to really try and stretch it out in those spots. Okay, see there, trying to work a little more of a lateral movement as our other two ankle exercises are going to work the front and back here. Okay, remember to do both sides. All right. Yeah, again, just be a little more controlled, a little more have a little more intention about your specific areas. And here we go, moving into the sunken goblet squat. Okay, just like our goblet squat before, but we're going to actually put our elbows on our knees. Okay, the weight here, I'm using a jug to demonstrate. That's to help us stay down in the squat and put a little bit more pressure over our heels. All right, and then you can put your elbows down on your knees, and that A, will add a little bit more to the stretch. B, you're not going to be working your quads here, right? I want you a little more relaxed so that we can focus on our shins. You saw me point out the front. Okay, as we lean back and forth here, trying to stretch out our shins, you should be trying to keep your heels on the ground. Okay, that's the biggest part. I shouldn't have used the mat. That didn't help with it, but you get the picture.